Hello, welcome to the Learn English Lab. Today's podcast, English Listening Practice Podcast, topic name is 30 plus C1 level vocabulary, travel.
Hello. Great to be diving into this one.
Absolutely. So we're not just, talking about booking a flight. We're embarking on a bit of an expedition into the language of travel itself. Specifically, we're looking at C1 level vocabulary. The idea, really, is to move beyond those basic words, trip, hotel, nice view, and unlock a more, sophisticated way to talk about our journeys.
Yeah, a richer way.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about sounding, smarter. It helps you grasp the nuances.
Exactly. It elevates how you communicate about these experiences. Travel isn't just moving from A to B, right? It's about enrichment, expanding horizons.
And having the right words helps you capture that richness. It allows for really precise articulation. You can convey a much deeper understanding of places, people, experiences, whether it's, say, a super luxurious getaway or maybe a really rugged expedition. Having those specific words helps you appreciate the subtle differences.
It sharpens how you see things, almost.
It really does. And how you remember them, too.
That's spot on. So we're about to uncover some, let's say, nuggets of knowledge here, some surprising facts, maybe insights, stuff that will make you feel genuinely well-informed about the language of travel.
Not just how to travel, but how to talk about it with real flair and depth.
Ready to explore the language of exploration. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Let's look at how we actually plan and sort of categorize our trips, starting with some common booking options. First up, all-inclusive.
Right, an adjective.
Yeah, describing a package where pretty much everything is covered in one price. Meals, drinks, activities. No constant dipping into your wallet for the essentials.
M&Ms could be like comprehensive, full package.
Everything included, basically.
And the key thing here, I think, is the psychology. An all-inclusive resort package isn't just convenient.
No, it's more than that.
It creates this worry-free bubble. You pay up front, and then you can just relax. No mental math about whether you can afford another coffee or ice cream.
Totally. It's that complete package feel, which is why, families often really go for it.
Oh, absolutely. Budget predictability is huge, especially with kids. It just removes that stress of unexpected costs popping up left, right, and center.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're in for, financially speaking.
And it does signal a certain priority, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ease and relaxation over maybe deep local exploration or customization.
True. If you book an all-inclusive to the Caribbean, you're likely looking for that guaranteed, stress-free vibe. Someone else handles the details.
It's perfect for pure unwinding. Just enjoying the facilities, being looked after, not necessarily hitting the streets to find hidden local gems every day.
Okay, so that's the easy life. Now let's swing to the other extreme in terms of timing. Peak season.
Ah, yes. The noun. That time of year when everyone seems to be traveling.
And the prices show it. Demand skyrockets. You also hear high season, busy period.
The tourist rush. And yeah, your wallet definitely feels it.
It's not just flights either, is it?
No way. Booking flights during peak season can genuinely double your costs sometimes. It's classic supply and demand in the tourism industry. Hotels, tours, everything gets pricier.
And the experience changes too. Think about trying to see major sites in Paris or Rome in July or August.
Oh, it's intense. Overcrowded doesn't quite cover it. It can make sightseeing really challenging, honestly. Just navigating the crowds takes effort.
Forget peaceful contemplation of artworks.
Exactly. And businesses adapt, of course. Ski resorts, for example, they know when their peak season is.
Winter, obvious.
Right. And they hike prices accordingly to capitalize on all those keen skiers hitting the slopes. It's a very deliberate strategy tied to those seasonal rushes.
Makes sense. Now the flip side, which many savvy travelers prefer, off-season.
The quieter time. Also a noun. Less travel, less business activity. Sometimes called low season or quiet period.
And that sweet spot just before or after the main rush.
Shoulder season, yeah. Often the best of both worlds.
But the big draw of the true off-season is
fewer people. Enjoying attractions without the hordes. That's a massive plus. You get a much more relaxed, maybe even more authentic feel.
space to breathe, literally.
And space to actually see things properly. Take your time. Plus the savings.
Oh, definitely. Destinations often roll out discounts and special offers during the off-season to attract visitors.
It's smart marketing, and it creates great opportunities for budget travel, making places accessible that might be too expensive otherwise.
So if you went to, say, Greece in November instead of August,
You might find those famous beaches almost deserted, serene. It completely changes the atmosphere, your personal connection to the place. It can feel much more intimate.
Timing is everything then. Okay, so we've talked when. Let's talk about types of trips, starting close to home with the staycation.
Became a big one recently, didn't it? A noun meaning a vacation spent at or very near home.
A home holiday, a local break, basically not traveling far.
And it really showed how adaptable travel or the idea of vacation can be. During the pandemic, so many people explored local parks, nearby trails.
Discovered things on their doorstep they never knew existed.
Exactly. It proved you don't always need a plane ticket for adventure or refreshment.
And it challenges that idea that you have to go far away to recharge. A well-planned staycation
Can be just as refreshing. It's about the mindset, the intention, planning activities, switching off from routines, even if you're sleeping in your own bed.
You can get creative too. I read about someone turning their backyard into a mini spa.
See? That's brilliant. Redefining luxury and relaxation right where you are. It's about the experience you craft, not the distance.
All right, moving slightly further afield, but still often quite local, an outing.
A noun again, usually a short trip, typically just for a day, for pleasure or maybe education.
Like a day trip or excursion, a little jaunt.
Yeah, often family-focused. Like the family plans a weekend outing to the zoo. It's contained, enjoyable, doesn't require massive logistics.
But not just families, right? Businesses use them too.
Absolutely. Corporate outings for team building are really common. Taking the team out of the office environment for a shared activity helps build camaraderie, so it has a strategic purpose beyond pure leisure.
Yeah, and it can be exploratory too.
Definitely. You could say, our hiking outing revealed stunning views. It describes those shorter bursts of exploration or discovery, even if it's just for a few hours.
Okay, now let's scale up significantly. From a day trip to an expedition.
Big difference here. Noun. A trip organized for a very specific, often serious purpose, scientific study, exploration, sometimes military.
Synonyms like quest, venture, mission really capture that serious, goal-oriented nature.
Totally. Think of an Antarctic expedition studying climate change. That's not a holiday. It's research, often in challenging remote places with clear objectives.
Or adventurers joining a mountain expedition to climb Everest.
Right. Highly challenging, exploratory, maybe dangerous, with a very specific goal, reach the summit. It's about pushing limits. And historically, expeditions have been incredibly important.
Like Lewis and Clark.
Exactly. Those kinds of journeys shaped our maps, our understanding of geography. They were purposeful travel with massive long-term impacts.
Wow. Okay, so whether it's a simple outing or a massive expedition, you need a plan. Which brings us to itinerary.
The essential travel document. A noun. A detailed plan. Route. Places to visit. Timings.
Your schedule or agenda for the trip. The travel plan.
And it's crucial for organized sightseeing, making sure you hit the major landmarks if that's your goal. It provides structure.
Helps you make the most of your time.
But it also needs to be flexible, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. How many times have you had to adjust an itinerary because of bad weather or a canceled train or just discovering something amazing you want to spend more time on?
Happens all the time. So it's less a rigid set of rules and more a flexible guide. You have to be ready to adapt.
And technology makes creating them so much easier now.
Oh, yeah. Travel apps can help you build personalized itineraries in minutes. It gives travelers so much more control and customization power. Right, let's shift gears now and talk about where we actually lay our heads during these travels. The accommodations. Starting with something quite immersive. Homestay.
A noun, yeah. Where you actually live with a local family in their home, often for students or travelers wanting a deeper cultural dive.
You might hear host family stay or local lodging. It's about immersion.
And the benefits are huge, right? Especially for language learning. Staying with a family in Japan, for instance, means you're practicing Japanese constantly, naturally.
Day in, day out. It's an experience you just can't get in a standard hotel. You're part of the household rhythm.
And the food.
Oh, yes. Authentic, home-cooked meals prepared by your host family. That's a world away from hotel buffets. It's sharing traditions, understanding daily life on a much deeper level.
Builds real connections. And it can be practical, too.
Definitely. For students on exchange programs, homestays are often much more affordable than renting an apartment or long-term hotel stays. Makes that immersion accessible.
Good point. Okay, stark contrast now. Let's talk about tourist class.
The basic option. A noun describing the lowest tier of accommodation on a plane, ship, maybe a hotel.
Economy class, basic fare, standard seating. It goes by many names.
And the trade-off is usually pretty clear. Cost versus comfort.
Right. Flying tourist class saves money, but you know you're probably getting less legroom, maybe fewer amenities. It's that constant travel calculation.
Budget versus comfort. Same applies on cruises. Tourist class cabins are functional, affordable, but they prioritize utility over luxury or space. Gets you from A to B.
And many budget hotels offer what you might call tourist class rooms.
Yeah, basic no-frills rooms for short stays. Perfect if you just need a clean bed and a place to keep your stuff and you plan to be out exploring most of the time.
Makes sense. Now, what about when things get better than expected? The verb, to upgrade.
Ah, the dream. Getting a better seat or room than you paid for.
To elevate or enhance your experience, as the marketers might say.
And it often happens through loyalty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Airlines might upgrade frequent flyers to business class as a thank you.
Nice perk. Shows customer recognition can pay off.
Or sometimes it's just luck. Getting upgraded to a sea view room at hotel check-in? That's a brilliant surprise.
Totally changes the feel of your stay, makes you feel valued.
It really does. But you can also be proactive, right? Using points or miles.
Good point. Strategically using loyalty points to upgrade a long flight for extra comfort, that's a smart move. Turns a potentially grueling journey into something much more pleasant.
So, upgrades can be earned, lucky, or strategic. Now, speaking of higher tiers, let's talk about the suite.
The height of hotel luxury, often. Noun. A series of connected rooms.
Like a mini apartment within the hotel. Multi-room unit, luxury quarters.
And they often come with premium features. The presidential suite might have panoramic views, a jacuzzi, separate living and dining areas.
Exclusivity, space, luxury. It's a significant step up from a standard room.
But they can be practical too, right? Not just for presidents and rock stars.
Absolutely. Business travelers often prefer suites because they have dedicated workspace. You can work comfortably without feeling like you're in your bedroom.
Good point. And they're popular for special occasions.
Oh yeah. Celebrating an anniversary or honeymoon in a suite, maybe with champagne included, it symbolizes indulgence, makes the event feel extra special.
Nice. Okay, back to practicality. A very specific room type. Twin bedroom.
Simple concept, noun. A hotel room with 2 single beds.
Double single room, shared sleeping quarters.
Very practical for certain travelers. Siblings on a family trip, friends traveling together. It avoids anyone having to share a double bed if they prefer not to.
Right, much more comfortable for non-couples sharing.
And budget hotels often rely heavily on twin rooms as an economical way to accommodate multiple people in one room. Keeps costs down for groups.
And they can still have good features.
Sure. A twin room might have 2 desks, for instance. Caters to travelers who might need to work or study independently, even while sharing a room. Adds functionality.
Okay, so you know the room type you want, but is it available? That's where vacancy comes in.
Crucial noun. An available room in a hotel, B&B, guest house.
An opening, availability, an empty slot.
And that no vacancy sign can be a stressful sight, especially during a festival or big event. Shows everything's fully booked.
Sends you scrambling, but finding an unexpected vacancy can be great.
Oh yeah. Snagging the last room at a charming little place when you thought you were stuck? That feels like a win. Serendipity.
And nowadays, finding vacancies is so much easier.
Technology has transformed it. Online booking sites, apps, they show real-time vacancies instantly. Takes a lot of the guesswork and stress out of finding a place to stay.
Definitely. Now let's dig into the words we use to describe the quality of accommodation. Starting with luxurious.
Adjective. Extremely comfortable, elegant, often implies high-quality materials and service.
Opulent, lavish, sumptuous. Words that suggest serious comfort and expense.
Think of a luxurious villa, marble floors, private pool, maybe even a butler service. It's about premium features, aesthetics, indulgence.
And it often implies escape and pampering.
Exactly. A luxurious spa retreat is about high-end relaxation, getting away from stress, being looked after in style.
And it applies beyond hotels, luxurious first-class flight seats, for instance.
Right. Transforms the journey itself into a comfortable, enjoyable experience. Focuses on enhanced comfort and service during travel.
Okay, similar, but maybe more about beauty and craftsmanship. Exquisite.
Yes, adjective. Exceptionally beautiful, delicate, finely made. Think superb, refined, elegant.
So you might talk about a hotel's exquisite architecture.
Precisely. Maybe it blends modern design with historical details in a really beautiful, skillful way. It praises the aesthetic quality and craftsmanship.
Or exquisite cuisine.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Dining at a top restaurant where the food is not just delicious, but beautifully presented, artfully created. It highlights culinary artistry experienced during travel.
And you could use it for things you see too, like artifacts.
Perfect. A museum housing exquisite artifacts from an ancient civilization. It emphasizes their beauty, delicacy, and historical or artistic significance.
Got it. Now, a term focused more on the target market.
Upmarket.
Adjective. Intended for or used by wealthy people. Synonyms. High-end, premium, upscale.
So it clearly defines the clientele and the level of service. Upmarket resorts catering to celebrities.
Exactly. Offering exclusive services, privacy, bespoke experiences tailored to a wealthy clientele.
And it extends to shopping associated with travel.
Sure, an upmarket boutique selling designer luggage or travel wear. It signals premium goods aimed at affluent travelers.
Or upmarket restaurants.
Right. Places where the high price reflects not just the food quality, but also the exclusive ambiance, the location, the top-tier service, aimed at those who can afford it.
Okay, and finally, a word everyone likes to hear. Complimentary.
The magic word. Adjective meaning supplied or given for free.
Free, gratis on the house. And it adds real value, doesn't it? Complimentary breakfast at a hotel is a big plus for many guests.
Makes the overall price feel better value, and airlines often offer complimentary drinks.
Especially on longer flights. Little perks that make the journey more comfortable and pleasant.
And tour packages often bundle things in.
Yeah, like complimentary shuttle services from the airport. Adds convenience and perceived value to the whole deal. Makes things smoother for the traveler.
All right, let's shift focus now to the journey itself, the actual traveling part. Logistics and experiences on the move. First up, long haul.
Adjective. Traveling over a long distance. Applies to passengers, goods, flights, drives.
Extended, far-reaching, transcontinental, big journeys.
And long-haul flights specifically bring challenges, right? Jet lag is the big one.
Definitely. Requires strategies to cope with crossing multiple time zones. It's physically and mentally demanding.
And it's not just flying. Think about long-haul truckers driving across continents.
Good point. Highlights the demanding nature of covering huge distances, requiring stamina.
But long-haul travel can also be scenic, like a train journey.
Right. A long-haul train trip across, say, Canada or Russia. The journey is the experience, watching the landscape unfold. It's different from just wanting to get there quickly.
A different pace entirely. Now, when you actually start that journey, especially by air or sea, you embark.
The verb, to board a plane or ship.
Board, set off, commence. It marks the beginning.
You often hear it used for ships. Passengers began to embark the ferry. It has that slightly formal, traditional feel for sea voyages.
It does, but it applies to flights too. We embarked on our flight after security. Describes that step onto the plane, the start of the air journey.
And it can also highlight assistance.
Yeah, the crew helped elderly passengers embark safely. Focuses on the process of getting on board, ensuring safety and accessibility.
Okay, so you've embarked, but maybe your journey isn't direct. You might have a layover.
The stop in between. Noun. A short break or stay during a longer journey.
Stopover, transit, intermission.
And a long layover can actually be an opportunity, can't it?
Totally. A long layover in Dubai or Singapore might give you enough time for a quick city tour, turns waiting time into a bonus destination.
Adds an unexpected element to the trip. But layovers are often there for practical reasons too.
Especially with budget airlines.
Exactly. They often use layovers to connect routes and keep costs down rather than offering more expensive direct flights. It's an economic choice.
And what do people do during layovers?
All sorts. Shop at the airport mall, find a lounge, catch up on emails, sleep, use that downtime productively, or just rest before the next leg.
Right. Now, something less planned, potentially stressful, lost and found.
Oh dear. The place where lost items hopefully end up. Now.
Lost property office, recovery desk. Where you go and hope
That your forgotten wallet or left behind scarf is waiting for you. It's a common travel mishap, unfortunately. Retrieving something from lost and found is a huge relief.
And it's not just airports. Hotels have them too.
Absolutely. For guest belongings left in rooms. Yeah. It's part of good guest service, helping reunite people with their forgotten items.
Train stations too. Imagine losing your luggage on a train.
Nightmare. So the lost and found at the station is crucial for recovering essential items and getting your trip back on track.
Definitely essential. Okay, final one in this section, a physical reaction to travel. Motion sickness.
That nausea or dizziness caused by movement? Noun.
Travel sickness, kinetosis. Seasickness is the specific one for boats.
And people have different strategies for it. Taking medication before a boat trip is common to prevent seasickness.
Especially on choppy waters. And kids often get it in cars, right?
Yeah, particularly on winding roads.
Yeah.
The constant change in direction can really affect the inner ear and cause that queasy feeling. Links it to specific conditions.
But some people seem immune.
Interestingly, yes. Pilots, for example, rarely suffer from it due to training and constant exposure. Shows how adaptation can build resilience.
Oh.
Okay, let's move into the destination itself. Being there. How do we describe the place and the experience? First, exotic.
Adjective. Coming from another country, often tropical, foreign, unusual, intriguing.
It really highlights difference and novelty, like a market selling exotic fruits you've never seen before, dragon food, like cheese.
Instantly signals something unfamiliar and maybe exciting from far away.
Or seeking exotic adventures, maybe in a rainforest. Suggests unique ecosystems, different cultures, experiences far removed from the everyday.
And it can apply to decor, too.
Definitely. A resort with exotic decor inspired by, say, Moroccan design. It creates an atmosphere, a feeling of being somewhere distinctly different, even if it's just the styling.
Got it. Now, from the exotic to the outdoorsy, a camper.
Noun. Someone spending their vacation living in a tent, RV, that sort of thing.
Tent dweller, outdoor enthusiast, caravanner.
It describes that back-to-basics, nature-focused holiday. Pitching a tent by a lake, enjoying the simplicity.
Requires certain skills, though, doesn't it?
It does. Experienced campers know how to handle weather, maybe wildlife, set up efficiently. There's a level of self-sufficiency and knowledge involved. Preparedness is key.
And there's a social side, too.
Oh, absolutely. Families of campers gathering around a bonfire, sharing stories, fosters community, shared experience in a natural setting. That campfire vibe.
Nice. Okay, sticking outdoors, let's talk sun. First, the downside. Sunburn.
Painful stuff. Noun. That redness and soreness from too much sun.
Solar burn, erythema, basically sun damage.
And it really hammers home the need for prevention, especially on beach holidays. Using sunscreen prevents severe sunburn. It's basic health advice for sunny climates.
We've all seen or felt the peeling aftermath.
Right. Skin peeling after hiking without protection, a visible sign of overexposure and damage. Not pleasant.
And some people are more susceptible.
Definitely. Fair-skinned tourists often get sunburned easily in tropical destinations due to the intense UV. Highlights those climate risks and individual differences.
But the sun can also give you a suntan.
The desired effect for many. Noun. That darkened brown color of the skin from sun exposure.
Bronzing, tanning, that sun-kissed glow.
Often seen as a positive result of a holiday. Returning with a golden suntan is a common goal. Signifies relaxation, time spent outdoors.
People even work at it using oils and lotions.
Yeah, aiming for that even tan. It's often a cosmetic choice, part of the beach culture in many places.
No, it doesn't last forever.
Nope. Suntans fade pretty quickly once you're back indoors, back in the office routine. Shows how temporary those effects are.
And the action itself is to tan.
The verb. When your skin becomes darker from the sun, bronze, darken.
And where you are matters, right?
Big time. You tan faster near the equator because the sunlight is more intense. It's a direct biological response to stronger UV.
And individuals vary hugely.
Absolutely. Some people tan easily, others burn almost immediately. It's down to genetics, melanin levels.
Which leads to practical advice.
Like avoiding midday sun if you know you burn easily or tan slowly. It's about safe sun practices tailored to your skin type.
Good advice. Okay, changing tack slightly. A verb describing where people go in large numbers. To resort.
Right, to go somewhere frequently or in large groups. Flock, converge, frequent.
Often driven by seasons or specific interests, like tourists resorting to coastal towns in summer.
Perfect example. Seeking relief from the heat. Shows those seasonal movement patterns.
And it's not just tourists. Locals might resort to mountain retreats during holidays.
Yeah, seeking escape, leisure, a change of pace, even within their own region.
And it works for specific interests, too.
Definitely. Foodies resorting to street markets for authentic local food. Shows enthusiasts gathering in specific places for particular experiences they value.
Okay. Now, an adjective with often negative vibes, touristy.
Yeah, yes. Meaning intended for or full of tourists, often in a way that feels inauthentic or overcrowded.
Commercialized, overcrowded, kitschy usually implies criticism.
Like saying an area felt too touristy with endless souvenir shops, suggests it lacks genuine local character.
So the advice might be, avoid touristy spots for authentic experiences.
Exactly. It guides travelers towards seeking deeper cultural immersion, rather than just the surface-level commercialized attractions.
And places can become touristy.
Sadly, yes. A charming village gets famous, and suddenly it's overwhelmed, losing its original appeal. highlights that negative transformation due to mass tourism.
But amidst all that, we hope for things that are memorable.
The ultimate goal. Adjective. Easy or worth remembering because it's special or different.
Unforgettable, notable, remarkable.
It marks those standout moments. The safari was a memorable highlight, signifies an experience that leaves a lasting positive impression.
And often, it's the personal connections.
So true. Meeting locals made the journey truly memorable. Emphasizes how human interaction can be far more impactful than just seeing sights.
And it ties into big life events, too.
Definitely. A proposal during a cruise becomes incredibly memorable, links the special place with a huge personal milestone, creating powerful associations.
Wonderful. Okay, one last one. A lovely way to wish someone well. Godspeed.
An interjection, yes. Used to wish someone good luck and a safe journey.
Safe travels. Bon voyage. Has a slightly older, more formal feel sometimes, but still used.
Often for longer or more challenging journeys. Godspeed on your journey across the ocean conveys a deep wish for safety and success against potential difficulties.
Or for adventures. Friends shouting Godspeed as someone leaves for a big hike.
Show support, encouragement, hope for their success in a challenging undertaking.
And it fits missions or expeditions too.
Perfectly. Godspeed, explorers. May your expedition succeed. Adds that weight of hoping for accomplishment in a significant, purposeful voyage. A really heartfelt send-off.
Wow, what a trip through vocabulary that was. We've covered a lot, from planning stages right through to reflecting on the experience.
We really have, and hopefully it shows how mastering these C1 words does more than just make you sound fluent.
Right, it actually lets you articulate your adventures more fully. Your stories become richer, your descriptions more precise.
The whole experience feels deeper somehow because you have the language to capture it.
Instead of just saying it was good, you can pinpoint why it was good. Was it luxurious, exquisite, memorable in a specific way?
Exactly. And language isn't just a tool, is it? It's like a lens. It shapes how we perceive things.
How so?
Well, by expanding our vocabulary, we expand our ability to notice and appreciate the nuances. We move beyond just seeing a place to really understanding and connecting with it on a deeper level.
That makes sense. You notice more because you have words for it.
Precisely. You can differentiate between merely touristy and genuinely exotic, or understand the difference between a basic outing and a purposeful expedition.
So here's something to think about as we wrap up. Consider your past travels. Were there experiences, feelings, maybe subtle insights that you couldn't quite put into words at the time?
Things that felt significant, but you lacked the exact language for.
Yeah. And now, think about your next trip. How might having this richer vocabulary change things? Not just the places you go, but how you process and talk about them.
How might thinking and speaking about travel at this C1 level actually change how you feel about the world you're exploring? It's quite a powerful thought.
It really is. Keep exploring both the world and the words to describe it. And if you enjoyed this deep dive,
please do like, share, and subscribe to the Learn English Lab YouTube channel for more English listening practice.
Thanks for joining us.
Godspeed.